Welcome to our step-by-step instructional video to help install your newly purchased flat roof or skillion shed from Steel Sheaf. If this is not the style of shed you have purchased, please refer back to the website to find the appropriate instructional video for your shed. Please do not install any sheds without the appropriate footwear or eyewear. Before beginning, check to see if you have all the parts. These include 2 skillion sides, 1 front, 1 roof panel with flashing on both sides, 1 back, and your screw pack. First step is to ensure the area in which you want to place your shed is level. Begin by raising the back panel into position, ensuring the BaseSmart rail is on the ground. Steel Sheaf has built your shed with BaseSmart technology. Instead of the U-shaped rail, the BaseSmart is a strong L-shaped structural piece, which will not collect any unsightly debris. This eliminates any chance of premature corrosion. BaseSmart has more positive fixings to the shed walls, which increases its wind loading to N4, the lightest rated small shed in the market. Once in position, place the side panel's BaseSmart into the cutout of the back panel's BaseSmart. Fit the top channels of each panel together also. Overlap the corner ribs of the panels and screw into the bottom first, and then drill the top. Your helper can spring the wall outwards towards you to keep the overlap straight when you screw into the middle. Now add the last 2 screws evenly spaced between the middle and outer screws, totaling to 5 screws along the corner of the shed. Be careful not to drive too hard as the screws may strip the hole. Join the other side to the other end of the back panel using the same method. Once that is in place, you can then join the front of the shed, again using the same method on each corner. A tip for holding the front of the shed in place whilst you screw is to open the door to use as a prop. Before installing the roof, roughly square the walls by ensuring the diagonal measurements are equal. Make appropriate changes if necessary. Once you have all your walls connected and squared off, it is now time to install the roof. Place the roof on top of the shed. Overhang of the roof is recommended to be equal at both the front and back, but this can be adjusted according to your preference. Once your desired overhang is equal at either side, insert 4 screws through the flashing and into the top channel of the side panel. Repeat for the other side. To fasten down the roof, measure the distance from the edge of the roof to the face of the wall. Add 10 mm to ensure screws are positioned in the centre of the wall below. Drill next to the rib, having 2 screws per sheet. Continue to check that the roof overhang is consistent for each screw you drill in. Repeat this same process for the back of the shed. Before anchoring your shed, check the door is closing properly. All sights are not perfectly level, so shimmying may be necessary to square the door opening. If the door doesn't close properly, place a screwdriver under the bottom of the shed at the hinge and gently lift the shed. If this improves the door opening, then place a thin shim or shims under the wall. If it makes the opening worse, move the screwdriver to under the pad bolt side and repeat. Once the shims are in place and your shed is level, you are ready to anchor the shed to the ground. If anchoring your shed to concrete, place a bracket towards a corner, flush with the wall and adjacent to a rib. Using a hammer drill and masonry bit, drill through the bracket into the concrete. Hammer a sleeve anchor into the hole and tighten. Screw through the back of the bracket into the BaseSmart of the wall. Use 2 brackets per wall and gable panel. For panels over 3 meters, use 3 brackets for each panel. In wind protected areas, anchoring may be achieved using star pickets, 450 mm or 600 mm long. If your shed is on the ground, align star pickets flush against the walls and hammer them into the ground until they are firm and a hole is aligned with the BaseSmart. Usually the picket is fully driven into the ground, showing only the last hole in the post. This ensures maximum grip. Screw into the hole and through the BaseSmart. Once you have completed all these steps, you are finished installing your new shed from Steel Chief. Steel Chief insists on only premium quality materials and paints to ensure your shed will last for many years in Australia's harsh climate. Proudly locally built in Ballarat to Australian standards.